What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ, and this highlight video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company. After a 3-hour tour of California's famous freeways, Jordan is in Apple Valley to take on Granite Hills in the CIF Southern Section Division 11 quarterfinals at Apple Valley High School. Two teams separated by a lot of miles and a lot of style. Just looking at them, you can see Jordan is probably bigger, faster, stronger than the Cougar squad, but they're very well coached. The Panthers are in uncharted territory. Also, the oasis that is this playing surface in the middle of the desert, I mean, immaculate. Also left a bit long, maybe to slow down these Panthers. Remember, the world wasn't able to do that in the first round, and Granite Hills lost to that Rim team at the end of the regular season. This game, though, didn't start well for Jordan. A few penalties against the Panthers set up Granite Hills to chew up half of the first quarter, take a 7-0 lead on Byron Rivas' pass to Isaiah Marin at the pylon. Then, Granite Hills gets introduced to what Jordan brings to the table, starting with Jordan Washington, kickoff return into Cougar territory. Up next on this countdown of the greatest hits from J-Town is Damian Henderson rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for a first down. A few plays later, from the inside the 10-yard line, it looks like Henderson scores a touchdown, but it's nullified due to a penalty, and Jordan would be penalized on the next 3 straight plays to get pushed back. It's 4th and goal from the 23-yard line. So without a chance to kick a field goal, Travis going to launch it into the end zone where Jeremy McGurn collects his money. Oh my, that's a big dude to run a real long way to get that TD. Jordan missed the extra point, so Granite Hills still up 7-6 here in the first quarter. Granite Hills answered with a big pass play of its own as Rivas hits Malik Keeney for 48 yards and a fumble, but somehow the Cougars recovered that fumble, and everything seems to be going the home team's way. Then Rivas going to take it to the pylon himself this time on the first play of the second quarter to put the Cougars up 14-6. They look real comfortable doing so. Just another amazing run by Hendo gets the Panthers going on its ensuing drive. He's so shifty, along with being super fast and strong. Jordan inside the Granite Hills 25-yard line, and that's when the flags came in. Panthers called for 7 offensive penalties in the first half, and they were all called inside the Granite Hills 25-yard line. That pushed the Panthers back, turnover on downs, so Granite Hills and Jeremy Hughes took it right back down the other way with a phenomenal drive that Hughes caps here with a touchdown, and now Jordan is in legitimate trouble, trailing 21-6 with 4 minutes left until halftime. Now, Jordan kept feeding their game-breaking running backs, Washington and Henderson, and it's Henderson here getting the ball down inside the Granite Hills 25-yard line. You know where this is going. As he goes into the end zone, the flag comes in to take the touchdown off the board. Jordan just feeling snake bit at this point, trailing 21-6 at the break. Big shouts to the Jordan Traveling faithful, the band, the cheer squad. They were loud and proud all night, and they had lots of reason to cheer here in the second half. Third play after the break, Washington going back to where he should have just scored. This is a 55-yard touchdown, and he gets the thumbs up from everyone. Panthers aren't going anywhere. They only trail 21-13 here early third quarter. But again, as was the case all night, Granite Hills answers and goes over the top to find Theodore Wiggins for a 26-yard touchdown, and the Cougars are back up by 2 scores. Wiggins had a heck of a game, just making big plays all over the place. Travis, not to be outdone, takes the top off as well. He finds Elijah Jones for a big pickup of 45 yards. And again, the Panthers are in the Cougars' red zone. This play looks eerily familiar to the one that got called back for Washington, but not today. Not this time. No laundry on the field. Jordan scores 10-yard TD. It's 27-20, 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And that's about the time McGurn and the boys on the Panthers defense really started clicking. They just seemed to know what was coming. Speaking of knowing what was coming, it's 3rd and long for the Cougars. Rivas goes to the seam, but Jacob Hernandez is there to take it the other way. And he knows the rule. If you pick it, you got to 6 it. Said after the game he baited that throw to make Granite Hills pay. You see the flag coming in for taunting. You can't celebrate anymore. So they don't get the extra point, so it's 27-26. Again, the Jordan defense comes up with a stop. They just kept plugging up the middle and stopping the Cougars whenever they needed to. And a quarter after leaving the game injured, Henderson comes back in. He only carried the ball 2 more times, but his presence really sparked the energy on the sideline and ended up sparking the best drive of the night for Jordan. Travis and McGurn hook up here for a big first down pickup on this drive that was 10 plays, 76 yards, 4+ minutes. It was mostly just running the ball, and since Henderson was out, it was mostly just Washington. Running it in, 24, caps it with a 10-yard touchdown, and he just won't take no for an answer there. So it's 32-27. Jordan going to go for 2. Looks like the Panthers had called the perfect play as Travis hits EJ in the end zone for 2, but the storyline continues. Another odd penalty going to take the points off the board. But fear not, Mr. Washington is here to save the day. Travis out wide to Jordan Washington to cap his incredible night. 19 carries, 182 yards, 3 TDs, all in the second half, plus that 2-point conversion that gives the Panthers a 7-point lead with 7 minutes to play. Credit Rivas, who just kept slinging it out there and letting his receivers do the work. Another big gain starts the ensuing drive. Just outside the Jordan red zone, it's 3rd down. They're looking for it all. They're looking for Wiggins, but Jordan knows it. Elijah Jones reads the whole thing and picks it off to kill what could have been a game-tying drive with less than 3 minutes left to play here in this game. Jordan trying to run the clock out, but a few more penalties, going to push them back. They're going to have to punt it for the first time tonight. If you know anything about Jordan football, you're nervous right now. But Henderson does a great job to get it off. It's a good kick, too. So with 45 seconds left, Granite Hill's going to try and tie this game up with a touchdown and the extra point. They called the right plays. They got in position to get a chance at throwing it into the end zone. And inside 15 seconds left here, Rivas going to go back up top to Wiggins. But EJ Malloy's closes early. Elijah Jones with the pass deflection to keep Jordan ahead. Still, though, not quite done. 1.1 seconds left on the clock. Rivas wants to throw the Hail Mary, but he'll never get a chance. As Malik Lott busts through for the sack and go crazy, J-Town. Go crazy. The Panthers are going to a CIF Southern Section semifinal for the first time in school history. An amazing comeback, 34-27. Coach Tim Wedlow celebrating as he walks off the field. And these kids are trying to make history. They're also trying to give their coach hypothermia. It's cold out here, guys. Don't get them with that bucket of ice water. Panthers are going to go right back to work. They say the practices they've had recently is what sparked this playoff run. Keep it going, boys. They're headed to the semifinals. Thanks as always to all of our sponsors, including Ocean Law Center, and make sure you stick with the 562.org for all of your Long Beach High School football coverage.